Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho Weather Hazard Briefing for Saturday, December 2nd. We're looking at an impactful series of storms working through this weekend, bringing some heavy mountain snow. But beyond that, some warmer temperatures on the way for next week. I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Key ports we're going to focus on today. Active weather will continue through Monday. We're looking at multiple rounds of precipitation, predominantly snow, a mix of valley rain and snow in some of our lower elevations. But overall, we're looking at a heavy, impactful snowfall accumulations in the mountains as we get some atmospheric river moisture working into our area. Gusty winds, especially today, will lead to some areas of blowing and drifting snow, reducing visibility and creating some hazardous travel conditions out there. Conditions will be turning drier and warmer as we head into the early part of next week. High pressure moves onshore. What that means for us is well above normal temperatures. We will be looking at a potential record high as we head into Stanley on Tuesday, pushing near 50 degrees. So from heavy snow to 50 degrees, kind of be a whirlwind of weather coming over the next couple days. But we're looking at best chances for precip as we head into the later part of next week. Quick look at satellite for you this morning. Again, mostly clear skies out there, increasing clouds building in from the west. And we are still seeing some isolated snow showers as you head further south and east this morning. But overall, we'll start off your day mostly dry with increasing chances for rain and snow later today. And a look at the bigger picture for you. So again, this low pressure system here working up towards Ketchikan and the Gulf of Alaska. You see this atmospheric river of moisture bringing some significant impacts to the Pacific Northwest. And that'll be working into our area. So this west-northwest moisture transport will continue to bring some significant accumulations, especially in our mountains, northwest upslope areas over the next couple of days. Weather Scott look for your next 5 days. We'll focus especially on today and tomorrow. Again, mostly dry and quiet conditions out there this morning. Still seeing some winter travel impacts out there. But overall, looking at increasing chances for a mix of rain and snow, predominantly snow for just about everybody. Again, we're looking at gusty winds as we get some stronger bands of snow working in, where snowfall rates at times could approach that 1 to 2 inch mark, especially in the mountains. We'll keep that continuing for Sunday with less of a gusty wind threat, but keeping with the snow going. And heading into Monday, just some lingering snow showers ahead of drier conditions returning for your early next week. And let's talk timing for you. So again, isolated snow showers this morning out there. We are starting to see some precip begin to work into southwest Idaho this morning. But overall, mostly dry for your morning commute. Keeping an eye on some of the snow that fell yesterday, especially south and east of the Snake Plain, still leading to some winter travel conditions out there this morning, even if it may not currently be snowing. But heading into this morning, we're still looking at some isolated snow showers building in throughout the day. Again, most of this is going to arrive throughout the morning hours into the early afternoon. Again, by about noontime today, looking at widespread snow across much of southeast Idaho. It's going to continue into those afternoon and evening hours. Start to see that northwest downsloping into the upper Snake Plain where drier conditions are present, but we would get some really impressive snow totals as you head into the western central mountains, south and east of the Snake Plain. Heading into this evening, again, mostly dry conditions continue across the upper Snake Plain. We're getting that downslope shadowing effect from the central mountains, but there may be a brief lull in activity, particularly further north late tonight into tomorrow, so heading into Saturday. But Sunday, looking at another wave of systems, so it's multiple systems moving onshore from the Pacific. This looks to bring another significant wave of moisture into our area for Sunday. Again, mostly going to stay in the mountains outside of the Snake Plain, but certainly some isolated snow showers, scattered snow showers, still filtering in throughout the day on Sunday. And before you know it, heading into Sunday, we're still keeping the snow going, especially in the mountains outside of the Snake Plain. One final round of snow and rain will continue to work south and east for your Sunday afternoon as drier conditions return during those overnight hours. Temperatures today will start off the day in the single digits, teens and 20s in the morning, with afternoon highs in the 20s and 30s. Again, keeping an eye on those best chances for a rain-snow mix across the lower Snake Plain, southwest into the Magic Valley. And take a look at those snowfall amounts today. So we're starting off the day mostly dry. We'll see increasing chances for snow throughout the day. Generally on the order of the Snake Plain, about 1 to 3 inches of snow. A little bit higher as you head up towards Craters, Tomcat Summit area. But in our mountain valleys outside of the Snake Plain, generally on the order of about 3 to 6 inches, with some locally higher totals as you get into those higher elevations, especially above 7,000 feet. And wind gusts today. So we are seeing some breezy winds out there already. We saw wind gusts yesterday, especially around the Magic Valley, gust already to about 40, 50 miles an hour. So we're going to see continued breezy winds throughout the day today, kind of peaking as that precipitation works through. So we're going to get those strong westerly winds, and behind that system getting some stronger northwesterly winds at times. But certainly going to be a breezy day, and where the snow is falling, going to see some areas of blowing and drifting snow, especially where that snow can remain a little bit lighter in consistency. And by overnight tonight, we're still keeping with those breezy winds. Again, starting to see that little bit of a less impact in the upper Snake Plain, but still seeing some strong winds, especially in the mountains. See it up into central Idaho, south and east of the Snake Plain. Temperatures on your Sunday, another cool morning, but plenty of cloud cover out there. Teens and 20s, low 30s as you head further south. But afternoon highs starting to warm up just a little bit. Afternoon highs in those 30s to mid 40s. And snowfall amounts on your Sunday, again, keeping with that about trace to a couple inches in the Snake Plain. Mix of rain possible across some of our lowest elevations. But you can start to see those appreciable snowfall totals, especially in the mountains. So with this upslope regime, we're looking at the western central mountains up towards the Stanley and Sawtooths area, south and east of the Snake Plain. So really heavy snow in those mountains there, and especially as you head into western Wyoming and the Tetons. Wind gusts on your Sunday, again, keep it with the breezy wind trend, but overall toning it down from what we're going to see today. Gusts on the order of about 30 to 40 miles an hour. Temperatures on your Monday, again, a little bit warmer as we start to have that warming trend into early next week. So we got a ridge of high pressure building in, which means for us is some warmer and drier weather. So overall, starting off your Monday in those 20s and 30s, afternoon highs, noticeably warmer now in those 30s, pushing 40s and 50s as you head further south and west. And for Monday, we're just keeping with some pretty decent snow as you head further south and east of the Snake Plain up towards Teton Pass in the central mountains. But overall, most of those snow showers should depart throughout the day, with some drier conditions returning for your Tuesday and Wednesday. Wind gusts on your Monday, again, behind that system, we're going to continue to see some breezy winds, but only on the order of about 20 to 30 miles an hour. And here's a look at those totals for you. So again, now through Monday, we're looking at some pretty decent totals, especially as you head outside the Snake Plain. But overall, Snake Plain, I-15 corridors, as you head onto the Snake Plain, looking at about 1 to 4 inches of snow. But as you head into the mountains, especially as you head up into central Idaho, northwest of the Red River Valley, heading southeast down towards the Bear River Range and Tetons, going to see some pretty heavy snow. We'll be measuring the snow in feet with multiple inches of liquid expected in those mountain areas. So looking at some pretty decent, 1 to 3 foot totals, if not higher, across some of those highest elevations above that 8,000 to 9,000 foot mark. Temperatures on your Tuesday will keep with that warming trend, so fairly mild morning for early December. Overnight lows in those 20s and 30s across the board, with afternoon highs in those 40s to low 50s. And this is important on Tuesday. We're going to be potentially setting a record up there in Stanley. Got to break 47 there on Tuesday, so we'll be keeping an eye on that for you. But elsewhere, it looks like records are pushing near 50 and 60, so might not hit it elsewhere, but we're keeping an eye on Stanley for your Tuesday for that potential record. And by Wednesday, keep it with those dry conditions, warmer temperatures, at least from what we've seen, certainly. Overnight lows in those 20s and 30s, afternoon highs in the 40s and 50s. And to look at what's to come, we'll keep that active weather trend as we head into the 6 to 10 day outlook. This is December 7th through the 11th, so we're keeping with that leaning above normal favored precipitation. And in regards to temperatures, trending more near normal as we head into that period. So going to see temperatures warm up a little bit here heading into this next week. But overall, later in the week, we start to get some precip back in the area. That'll help knock temperatures back down to some more near normal levels. 8 to 14 keeps our active weather trend going just about everywhere in the continental United States, leaning above normal for precipitation here in the Gem State. And as far as temperatures, not a whole lot of change there. We're still keeping with that near normal chances December 9th through 15th. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Stay safe out there and have an awesome weekend.